Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's Creative Redundancy back again, also known as CR, like it says on your screen right now. As I'm rolling in the CR animation in. So I want to welcome everyone to this afternoon chit chat with me, with CR here. And our chance to reconnect with some of you out there, share some stories and some things, and maybe some other things going on and stuff like that. And remember, you all can create a better future starting today. So I'll say hi to everyone in the chat while I wait for some people to jump in here and stuff like that. I got some stuff on the side here. I am still not at home, still at my buddy's place, live streaming over here and stuff like that. Hopefully everyone's doing well on this kind of afternoon here in North America, or maybe it's evening time out in Europe, in the UK, and such. But regardless of where you are in the world right now, hopefully you're having a good day, or at least a better day. So let me put out my side chat here. I gotta minimize a few things here so I can actually see it. Hold on a sec. I almost got derailed already. So hopefully everyone's doing alright. Like I said, my friend's actually out right now, so they also said that they would message me before they came back. So I would know when to expect them back. I think they're supposed to message me here on Facebook or something like that, so you may hear a few things or something like that in the background, but it's all good, it's all good. So let me whip out my intro here for this one. Hello! CR's in the house, as you can see. So always got the stage prop with me. As you can tell, it's an afternoon chit chat with me, where I get to reconnect with some of you. And like I said, hopefully everyone's doing well. Hi everyone. Yes, more stage props. I know people ask me all the time, what state do you live in, CR? I'm like, I don't live in a state. I live above the 49th parallel here in Canada, as indicated by this maple leaf, red maple leaf that I have. Something I found, been using it as a stage prop. I think it used to be part of a glow stick or something like that, chemlight, stuff like that. So let me whip up the side chat here. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Let's see, error messages over on the YouTube side, so I should have enough data transfer, and stuff like that. I do appreciate everyone taking the time right now to drop in and see what's up with me. I've been working on a few things already, pretty much this morning, this afternoon, finishing off this kind of little thing right here. It's slowly coming together. Ooh, it's slowly coming together. I mean, I didn't make this from scratch, but I am repurposing it and kind of, finishing it up. You can, you can see this kind of hem that I've been putting onto it and stuff like that. I might be putting on a border on it. And of course I dropped my selfie stick. Yeah, one of these things that you would use for like a smartphone or something like that. So yeah, I'm basically considering on putting a hem, not a hem. I've already put the hem on this side. I still have to do it on the other side, although the other side actually has the original material, as you can see right here. Something I'm repurposing. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with it per se, but all I know is it'll be back into a useful state again. You know, like I said, this is just a pouch, so whatever fits inside. Multiple compartments. Some of them are elastic, like like elastic bands, stuff like that. So not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I still actually have to fold the bottom and do this other stuff onto it. So working on it. But I'll be working on that during the day, for update and stuff like that. See, let's see what else is up. Ooh, and I actually brought it back. I have it with me, the harmonica. Yes, I have some tunes. I still have to learn how to play this. I mean, I can sort of do something, but not as well as other people doing it. I'm hoping one of these days I'll actually learn how to play this correctly. Not just, you know. I remember my friend was telling me, they're like, hey, CR, you know how you should play this? I'm like, how? Just speak into it. I'm like, speak into it. What do you speak into a harmonica? Just say something in there. You know, whatever you say. So if I was saying I'm in creation mode 98.6% of the time, it'd be like, yes, I just said that in the harmonica. Just imagine me doing a whole live stream where I'm just talking to the harmonica, like. This one's actually a B note one. Although the little center of the capital B is kind of wearing down, so it almost looks like a D, but it is actually a B in terms of the note. So it's got that high notes and the kind of lower pitch. Stuff like that. I'll just toggle my side chat here. Oops. Gotta toggle the timestamps on. So what else has been up with me? I mean, just doing stuff. Relaxing a little. Doing a little bit of creating on the side. Here's that trim that I'm gonna be using for that pouch. I'm gonna be adding it on. And stuff like that. Pretty much, I took one of these tote bags and kinda unstitched it. So I carefully used one of the tools I had to undo the stitching. It's not quite like a seam ripper, but it's good enough. I've shown it on the channel already. It's in a previous video a couple months back. Probably back in like in the summer, early fall. What's up, Jason? How's it going, man? And I do appreciate you taking the time to drop by on this afternoon live stream with me, with CR. How's it going? Nice to see you, man. Hopefully everything's going well with you, Jason. So yeah, eventually I'll be finishing this off, and you'll probably see a video or an Instagram post, IG post, and stuff like that. You can check out my Instagram down in the description down below. The link's down in the description right now. Hashtag create Redundancy. And some other hashtags I'll probably put it into it every so often. And I do appreciate everyone dropping by right now and showing that loving support. Just like this origami heart that I made in my previous live stream at the end of it. See, that's an origami heart. So actually I can also do it like this. See? So yes, I guess it's gonna be multifunctional. Yeah. I went into more detail behind why I did this or why I even started doing this. So you go check it out. It's near the end of the previous live streaming that I did, which is actually technically last night. One of my late night chit chats. I was up quite early this morning. I was probably up by like pretty early, having coffee and stuff like that. Speak of which, I still have this cup. Just want to have a sip of coffee here. And let me welcome you into the room here. Simply Jan Homestead. Hello, and thank you for taking the time to drop in. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're doing well too. You're doing great, Jason. Nice. That's always nice to hear. How are you? How am I doing? No pun intended, but I think I'm doing so-so. So you might see me doing a few things up on the side here. I do have things with me. Like I said, I'm not at home. Out at a buddy's place, just hanging out, spending a little bit of quality time and stuff like that. Sometimes it's nice to get away, and visit people, especially visiting people in the real world. Something awesome about that. I mean, I brought over some, like we've been watching a few shows, movies, whatever you want to call it, stuff like that. But I also brought stuff over to do, such as something like this. So yeah, and you're probably like, oh, what's this? It's not a donut, but it's something else. And I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop by, watch, and listen. Yeah, that was a clue right there what that was. Just something I found. It actually has Fred in it, so I'm actually probably gonna reclaim the Fred off of this. Use it for another project, mend something, fix something, something like that. Hello, Vicky. How's it going? Thank you for taking the time to drop in on this afternoon chit chat with CR. I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in right now. And I do appreciate all the loving support from all you guys and gals. And of course, that's a real heart. Well, not a real one, but an origami heart. And yes, you could see this 29 in there. It's because I made it from the piece of a calendar. So yes, that's actually for this month. Because this year, we have a leap year, 2020, because it's divisible by 4. Well, if you listen to what I'm saying, you'll know what I'm talking about. Something I found. Something I scrapped the air pieces, the usable pieces off of it, including the very strong neodymium magnet, stuff like that. Those are always useful. Those are always useful, I find. Of course, while I've been here, I've been, just doing stuff, which includes braiding, like this piece of yarn that I have, made from grocery type of bag. And now that I think about it, I guess grocery also has CR in it, right? Yeah, it does. Although there's a lot of things that have CR in it, of course. And of course that has CR in it too. It's a given. But basically that bag had holes on the bottom, so I decided to make something useful out of it. Made some random cordage. Of course cordage has CR in it too. Stuff like that. So whatever I want to use this for, maybe make that Canadian jam knot, that arbor knot and stuff like that. So let me welcome into the room here, Ken! Hello, Ken. Thank you for taking the time to drop in on this live stream with CR. Trying to point in the right direction. It's up here. I do appreciate not only you, Ken, but Jason, Simply Jan, Vicky. I do appreciate all of you right now taking the time to drop in on this live stream with me. So I make sure I'm clicking on the right windows here. I do appreciate everyone wandering the light to make it grow. Appreciate it. Just give me a sec. Just checking up some messages. I've got some music playing in the back. You just can't hear it because I got headphones on. Stuff like that. Wow, let me also welcome into the room with a special Canadian Maple Leaf wave. Hi. Wait. Hi. Hi, Iron Fire Horse. How's it going? I do appreciate you taking the time to drop in. How's it out east? Hopefully it's warmer. I mean, it's been pretty warm out west. Pretty close, Ken. Pretty close. Pretty close. Yes, it is one of those pads that you would... Yeah, exactly, Vicky. Ken, yeah. Stop stink. I was about to say sink. I'm just like, oh wait, not sink. Stink. Yeah, you guys are good at it. Yeah, exactly, Jason. Oh, thanks, Ken. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Yay! It's above zero. Or 32 Fahrenheit for you guys in the US, below the 49 parallel here. Across the border. 0 Celsius is about 32 Fahrenheit. I know lately I've been getting better at these conversions. Not because of the math, it's just because the simple fact that, certain numbers appear all the time. I just seem to know it, although some numbers remain the same, like minus 40, but it's not minus 40! It's warm! And generally speaking, here in Canada, if it's above zero or relatively close to zero here during between October and the beginning of March, I consider that warm. Because usually it's below freezing. So anything above freezing or relatively close to that freeze and thaw cycle type of temperature is warm, or at least warm enough. Especially if you're seeing sun out. I mean, today it's mainly sunny out. I mean, it could be warmer, obviously, but it's not bad outside. I went out for a walk a little bit earlier in the day, a couple hours after I got up. Went for a short walk, seeing what's up, stuff like that. Hear a couple birds out there and all that good stuff. Oh, that's nice to hear, Ken. That's nice to hear. Yes, heat wave, right? Heat wave. Well, hopefully we'll see that soon, right? Iron Flower Horse. Hopefully we'll see that rain. Hopefully it'll spring into action soon. Hopefully we're not seeing any more of that what I say as wet frozen rain. Yeah. Oh, it's raining for you? Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's gonna rain eventually. As long as you're just getting some nice warm weather, dry weather later, a little bit later on. Oh yeah, I see. I see, Jason. Yeah, I guess you're gonna do that. The frost and all that stuff. No pun intended, but frost bites. Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, that was probably not so cool of a pun, but I just said that. But hey, it's my stream. I'm Canadian after all, so I can say all these cold jokes if I want. You might not think it's cool, but whatever. Yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna go on with that. Yeah, that was probably corny, right? Oh, but the cold is really cold. Yeah, well, thank goodness, we're coming back into that uh, equinox. I mean, I know daylight savings time is not this weekend, but the weekend after. So about 13 days from now, just under 2 weeks from now. I believe that's March 8th. Check it out on the calendar. Yeah, March 8th. So we'll have to set all our times ahead again. Lose that extra hour and stuff like that. As we enter in, springtime, that equinox time, basically we're, relatively speaking, we're getting an equal amount of daylight and nighttime, which is about 12 hours, give or take, until, June, until the summer solstice again. Oh yeah, you got it, eh? That's cool, Iron Fire Horse. Yeah, I remember doing it before too. Oh, I see, Ken. See, you live close to Glen and Maureen, hey? Random shout out to Cabin Life with Glenn and Maureen, who are also Canadian. So I'm gonna do a Canadian wave right there. Glenn and Maureen, if you're watching this randomly, and hopefully you are, you guys are awesome. That was cool right there. Yeah, okay. Hey, you saw a blue jay? Awesome, awesome, Ken. That's awesome. I mean, it's kind. I mean, blue jays are kind of more rare for me, at least to see. I don't know how often you guys see them, but it's always cool to see a blue jay. I mean, honestly, there's more common birds than you see around and stuff like that. Crows, seagulls, whatever's in your area. But when I when I see a blue jay, there's always something special about that because I don't see them often. I remember this one time I was walking and I saw a pair of them, two of them. I was like, wow, this must be really lucky if I'm seeing two, not just one, but two of them. Maybe they were, per se a couple, mates and stuff like that. Cross my fingers for you, Jason. What's that? I was trying to look for an emoji to put up on the screen, but whatever. But yes, cross my fingers for you, Jason. Hopefully they'll pull through, right? That'd be nice. Oh, do they Iron Fire Horse? That's cool. That's cool. Oh, you've already seen them or heard them at least, I guess. Yes, heard them, right? That's cool. That's cool. That's awesome to hear. So yes, on the side right here, I got, like I said, I've been so right now, literally. It's all this excess reclaimed thread I got from this tote type of um, container. My buddy here has an excess amount of those, so I was just like reusing the thread, which I've actually been doing with the stuff that I have right here. See this green right here? That's just reclaimed thread. I figure I might as well use the thread for something. And obviously it's not matching the tan color of the pouch, but it'll be alright. It's because I'm putting trim over top of it anyway, so it's not a big deal. And then I'll sew it up with black thread. So it's not that even, no one's gonna even notice that unless you're looking at this video and you're seeing a quick sneak peek on this. Yes, I made sure I brought my sewing kit, or maybe one or two, maybe three, maybe four. Didn't realize how many sewing needles I brought with me. It's just like I was just ready to come over here and visit and hang out and create on the side. Stuff like that. But yes. Oops. Let's drop this. But yes, CR put stuff down before you drop stuff. Yeah. Pretty good idea. Oh, let me also welcome into the room here because they just came in. Hey Tyler, how's it going? Let's talk about prepping. Hi, and thank you for taking the time to drop by this impromptu afternoon chit chat with who, CR. Boom. How's it going? Yeah, bright side, right, Jason? You don't have to water the plants for a couple days, right? Hey, take care, Simply Jan. I appreciate you taking the time to drop in. So much so that I will put it up on the screen. Take care, Simply Jan. Homestead. Appreciate you taking the time to drop in. I'll catch you around on the chats and all that good stuff. Just reading everything, trying to catch back up on the chat here. Alright, anyways. Aw. Yes, hi. Do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in right now. And all that good stuff. I have no idea how long I'm gonna stay on for. I don't know. It's already been half an hour according. Yeah, it already says half an hour. I don't know, I might go for another half, give or take. I'm not sure. Just a message. Excuse me, just message my buddy here. I just told my buddy to message me here on Instant Messenger before they come back, so at least I know when they're coming back. So I can properly, do my outro and the stream and stuff like that. But and hopefully they get the message. Or maybe they're watching right now. So if you're watching right now randomly, message me. Because I sent you a message, by the way. I bring out my side chat back up. Sorry. Just I keep forgetting, clicking on the wrong window to bring it into the foreground. Bring out my network indicator here, bandwidth indicator and stuff like that, so I can see the numbers. So it should be good. Haven't seen any warnings over on the YouTube side, so should be good, right? I shouldn't be lagging or buffering or anything like that. And speak of into things, I want to welcome to this afternoon chit chat with CR into the bush. Hello, and thank you for taking the time to drop in. How's it going, man? I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop by and metaphorically watering the life to make it grow. I know some of you are, starting to plant stuff, start seeds and stuff like that. It's not just into the bush. I know you've been doing that. I still gotta come by and watch some of those videos. I'm behind every so often. There's a lot of content out there to try to keep up with. And of course, do stuff here in the real world too. Go out for a walk, do this virtual live stream time and all that stuff, where I get to reconnect with some of you and share some stories and some things going on. And like I said, we all can create a better future starting today. Like it says right there. Although I'm working on a new one. I've shown it over on my Instagram already, over on IG. Links in the description down below. Hashtag creative redundancy. Maybe some other hashtags along the way. And that's awesome, Glenn. I'm gonna say Glenn Ken. I hope I just said that. Oops. I guess it rhymes. But that's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well into the bush. No lack. I'm doing so. No pun intended. Right? I'm doing so. I like it when I'm doing so. I also like when I'm creating stuff randomly, especially something like this. And some other things. I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop by and showing that loving support. Yes, I have stage props for a lot of things. Yes, this is an origami heart. Very, very simple to make. It's not too complicated. I made this with a piece of a calendar. You can actually see the 29th on this because it's actually for this month, but it's already like the 24th, so there's only there are a handful of days left in the month. And soon we'll be entering the third month. I can't believe we're already done like the second month of the year already almost. Time flew by on this 2020 already. You know, next thing will be like in summer. The next video you'll see might be like the summer solstice or something like that. As we enter in this equinox time. You know, but first we're gonna melt the snow around here. That's for sure. You know, the snowbanks, the 4 feet so snowbanks and stuff like that. And you know, and bunch some of the leaves on the trees and stuff like that. Can't wait. Then eventually here in Canada, you know, maybe I'll do a video or whatever where we reach double digit highs, you know, above, you know, like 10 Celsius, 50 Fahrenheit. I'll be like, yes, double digits, yeah. Like I said, I am Canadian after all, so double digits are awesome in terms of temperature. It's all good, Iron Farmers. I do appreciate you taking time to drop in. You know, maybe you were a tad bit later, but it's all good. It's all good. Better late than never, right? That's awesome to hear. It's a little prepping. Let's see what else. I feel like I'm missing like some of the chat. I'm trying to make sure I actually like engage the chat and actually try to read what the chat says. I'm very bad for, you know, going on and on and on and on and on talking about something and I forgot about the side chat. I'm like, oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. I guess on the bright side, you know, if I didn't have side chat or disabled it or whatever, or didn't have much of a side chat, I'd probably just continue talking. You know, I've done it before. Probably don't have a sip of my coffee in a little bit here. Maybe make some more coffee. And, you know, probably finish off some of these creations that I've been doing, starting, meaning to do, and all this other stuff. That's awesome to hear, Tim, that you're trying to help people out. That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. I always like to hear that kind of stuff. Let's see. Oh, I think I'm at the bottom of the chat now. Okay, I guess my buddy got the message, so that's good. I just told my buddy to message me before they come back. So, you know, before they left, before my buddy left, I'm like, I'm gonna be live streaming, right? Try not to derail it for me. FYI. So, told them to message me. So, you know, if they say, I'm coming back in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll be like, okay, you know, that's the time to do my kind of exit outro. But until then, I will be streaming. In the meantime, as I reconnect with all you out there, you know, that's another thing about live streaming that I enjoy, is reconnecting with some of you out there. You know, a lot of us don't live that close, but, you know, coming here in a virtual room, virtual environment, virtual area, you know, maybe might be the next best thing. because I always see my followers out there as more than just followers. A YouTube channel, a name on my screen, them, picturing the people behind it. That's why I'm trying to get to know some of you a little bit better, your interests and stuff like that. So I'm probably hearing random sounds, yes. That's awesome to hear about that. You want to expand on it? That's awesome to hear. I totally agree with that, Ken. So much so, I'm gonna do this back on the my top right hand corner of the screen right now. I think this is the one I'm using on. Yes, this is the same one that you see right on the top right hand corner, one I have on as a channel banner right now. Yeah. Something I've been working on, which goes with my intro that I have. See, you'll see this wolf, this picture of the earth, the third rock and the sun in there. It's the same thing that I have in my intro that I showed earlier, which I'm just gonna roll in real quick here. So it's the same thing that you see in this right here. It's the same thing. So I figure I might as well just show it again. It goes hand in hand. It's the same thing. Just been, manipulated, edited, yeah, stuff like that. Mm. Just checking on some messages right here. Wow, I can't believe I've already been up on the stream for like almost an hour here. I'll temporarily take that off. Because if I come closer to the screen, well, here, it's not get cut off. That's an overlay that I have on top, well, that I had on the top right hand corner. So all this stuff's overlay over the video image, so. Although I did pick a good contrasting color. My buddy's got a white wall, so I've used darker text. Right there. And I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop by this afternoon chit chat with me. With, the CR. Of course. I guess so, right, Ken? I guess so. So I know Ken's familiar with something like this. He's seen it before. Now I'm not as good as some people that play a harmonica. Our people are pretty good at it. I can sort of tune out the sound and stuff like that. I'd be like, I've been trying to learn a few things. Maybe I'm hearing some music or listening to some music and I'll just kind of mimic it in such a way where I'm just like something like that. I don't know, pretending that I know what I'm doing. But I'm hoping to get better at it eventually. I guess the best way to learn something is just by doing it, and just practice it, and hopefully learning good things, proper techniques and stuff like that. I'm trying to not learn bad habits and stuff like that. Speak of practicing, I have this piece of cordage right here, randomly. It's just a piece of cordage I have. I mean, technically, I could put it around this harmonica right now. It's a taut line hinge on both ends of the line. I mean, I guess I could. Wait, hold on. I guess I could do something here. It's hanging. I'll just hang this harmonica for the next 2 seconds. One of my buddies uh, graciously gifted this to me. I do appreciate that they handed it over to me. And they're like, CR. I'm like, hey, what's up? You want a harmonica? I'm like, I don't know how to play it. Well, go look it up online and or ask other people to show you how to play it. I'm like, okay. I'm trying to learn more than just like kind of basic stuff or whatever, where I'm just like. I'm not as good as some other people out there that play it. Other people play it so well. I'm just like trying to mimic what they're doing. I'm like, like. Maybe one of these days I'll get better at it. Maybe I'll make one of these musical intros with it. I don't know, something like that. Maybe I'll mix it in or something like that. Well, let me welcome in to the room here with a special welcome here, because it always brings a smile to my face when I see them. But let me welcome into the room here. There's a special. If I can put it back on here. With a special buffer and puppy breath. Although, thank you for taking the time to drop in on this afternoon chit chat with me. I do appreciate it. Yes, look. And puppy breath was in with me on my previous live stream, and I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the loving support from everyone right now. How's it going, and puppy breath? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully maybe nice and warm, sunny out where you are right now. Maybe not too windy or anything like that. Hopefully things are going well with everyone, well, down there for you and all that good stuff. Yeah, exactly, Ken. Right? Just have some fun and play, right? Just practice and get better by doing. And hopefully learning like good habits to do and stuff like that. Maybe I'm puppy breath. Maybe, I don't know. I would have to do a 5-step thing into that, and as I play the harmonica, right? Aw, thanks. That's another thing about live streaming, which is really cool too. Like, it gives a chance for some of you out there to kind of reconnect with other people. Reconnect with other people on a different stream and stuff like that. Just like how the example right there in the side chat right now. I know you two know each other. Stuff like that. Which is awesome. See, yeah, you know that reminds me of notifications and stuff like that for YouTube, especially for live streaming. I always say try to give as much notification for your live streams as much as possible. You know, if you can provide, the more time you give people, the more likely people will attempt to try to jump in. You know, and give support, follow, and all this other stuff. Just because hey, CR's live stream starting at 6 p.m. EST. And it's 3 hours from now. Hey, I can make some time for that. I can drop in for 15 minutes and stuff like that. But if you give very little or no notification, oh, sorry, Sierra, I'm on the way out. I'm helping someone move. Sorry, I'll have to catch the replay. If I knew you were gonna go on live, I would have, you know, worked it into the schedule or whatever. Yes, I've been reading what you've been typing, Ken. Yes, I'm regarding that. I'm regarding that kind of stuff. Wow, I only, it was funny. My previous live stream that I did, I wasn't even paying attention so much, and I was just like looking at the time fly by. It's because I was starting to share stories on the stream. That was almost a tongue twister, sharing stories on stream. Bunch of S's right there. But yeah, I was just like looking at the time. I was like 90 minutes in, then the next thing I know, I check again. I'm like, an hour has gone by already. I'm like, what? I thought only 15 minutes, 20 minutes went by at the most, and then it's just like an hour went by already. I guess when you're talking about something for a bit, have stories to share, things to share, and stuff like that, I mean, time goes by pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. You know, as I've been live streaming a little bit more and stuff like that, obviously, as much as I can and stuff like that, I realize it's becoming a little bit easier for the most part to do them. Especially if you have a topic in mind. Now, obviously, this is just an afternoon chit chat with CR here. So, I'm just rambling on, just talking and stuff like that. People are just listening and stuff like that. I'm just reconnecting with some of you out there, and sharing my stories, things that have gone on, things going on with me, you know, things like this random harmonica, this maple leaf here that it's the make a wave, little intro right there. Yeah, maybe I'll add in some sound effects like, maybe you'll see some random magic act where I make things appear like that, and oh yeah, right. That's like how it says in the description, right? Create a better future starting today. Like it says on the top right hand corner. And of course, just like that, I can make it disappear. Ta-da! It's magic. No, it's not magic. It's called clicking off stuff and hiding it. Wow. Speaking of heart, I do appreciate everyone's loving support. I figure I put that on the screen since and Puppy Breath brought that up. This is one of these things that I learned how to make a while ago. And I do use it every so often. Stuff like that. My previous live stream went into more kind of more detail behind it, and why I started learning about it and stuff like that. it's nice to see your guys' comments on the side stream, on the side chat. I think I know M Puppy Breath was here on my previous live stream. I was saying, sometimes when I'm typing on the side chat, I can type pretty fast, or I'm just like literally just randomly typing something into the chat, like how I'm doing it right now. Randomly typing in something in chat, which I'm literally typing that out. Where you can see it on the side chat right now. And stuff like that. I know sometimes I'm like, oh wait, I should tone it back. I'm just like typing so fast. Sometimes I'm like, oh wait. But it's nice to see those every so often. At least for me, when I see the side chat engaging into the conversation and stuff like that, and maybe starting their own kind of conversations between different YouTube channels, stuff like that. It's really awesome to see that. Well, honestly, and Pumpkin Breath, you know that cover has CRNA. It starts with it and ends with it. Enough said. Okay. I know that was. Yeah, I know. I always have to say that kind of stuff. Yeah, that was right. That was pretty random. I don't know. Sometimes I do that just for a change of pace. I don't know. Maybe make someone smile, laugh for a little bit. Maybe it's corny or whatever, but it's always nice to laugh every so often, stuff like that. Geez, I can't believe I'm coming up to this hour mark already on the stream. That's really cool. Oh, thanks, Ken. I appreciate that. Very nice of you to say so. Well, like I said, I'm not only glad, but I greatly appreciate, my followers out there swinging by, showing some support and stuff like that. For however long. Seconds, minutes, hours. I do appreciate it. I know maybe it might seem boring because I'm just talking here, but hopefully some of this stuff makes sense. Maybe you can relate to it in such a way and stuff like that. And like I said, this is an afternoon chit chat with CR here. So, things that you might want to ask or whatever, go ahead. I'll try to answer them. I'll try to anyways. Depending what the question is and stuff like that. Some things I probably won't answer right away, but there might be other things we could talk about for a little bit. Right, if you want to talk about creating and stuff like that, well, I can talk about creating for hours and go on and 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 on. Because you guys should all know that I like to create a lot of the time. Up to 98.6% of the time. I really do. I feel like creating right now, actually. Just randomly just taking. I have stuff in front of me. You won't be able to see it because it's not in frame and stuff like that, but I do have stuff around here. Like this. That does. And some other stuff, actually. I'm gonna do this right now, off camera. I figure I might as well do it right now, kind of multitask. I mean, I do like to reuse stuff as much as possible. Which I'm doing right about now. And basically, what I'm doing right now is, well, you'll see right about there. Let me bring up more contrast into the situation here. So I'll wear a dark glove so you can actually see this better. Where is that? Oh, there it is. There's some pieces of thread right there. I'm trying to undo it right now. Trying to undo this right now. I have a tool in front of me that I'm using to kind of undo it and stuff like that. I'm hoping that I can. Sometimes it can be pretty tricky to do this. Not in terms of like, you know, it just takes a little bit of time. Because I'm actually trying to not just rip the seam or the thread out. I'm actually trying to reuse it, so I can't just be like, no, I gotta undo it gradually, start from the end, so I actually get a nice amount of thread to use and stuff like that. So I guess I'll be doing this on the side while I stream here and all that stuff. Oh, thanks, Iron Fire Horse, man. I really appreciate it. It's very nice of you to say so. Oh, that's very nice of you guys to say. Yep, if it feels right inside, then it must be right. Or, I mean, then it's right. I know, right, Ken? Days, months, years. Because I do like to create, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. You know, I started as a little CR, and now I'm becoming more of a uppercase CR. Yeah, I just said that. I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to use it, I think. I'm gonna have to use like a safety pin or something like that. Actually, I keep see if I can do this right here. And I'm sorry that if I'm shaking the table. My laptop's sitting on top of something, but I can my display can move, obviously, so it can rock back and forth. So if you see me shaking the table like that, I'm sorry. It's not me moving, it's actually the table. See? Unless I'm actually doing it in sync. Woo! Do the wave. Keeping on, keeping on. You know, I've actually done. I'm pretty sure it was. No, it wasn't a tag video. I did a live stream of all that for a little bit. I mean, to a certain degree, unless your room or place is totally empty, there's a scale that I have for hoarding. To a certain degree, we all hoard to a certain degree. Some of us, it's quite minimal. Minimal amount of furniture, just enough of it. Where people are kind of more average, then there's, you know, people that are on the scale that are like 9 and 10. I generally try to stay in the middle, around like 5, maybe 6. If I'm venturing towards that 6.5 or 7 mark, I'll tone it back down again. Stuff like that. But I mean, I like to create a lot, so obviously, I have stuff around to create with, things I want to try out, things I'm trying to reuse, and stuff like that. But I'm really trying to get rid of, actually undo this thread. I keep thinking I'm getting somewhere, but I'm like, nope. So you can probably hear, I'm sure you can probably hear that. Alright, well, I'm gonna rip the thread out. I'm trying to actually reuse it. Trying to. Now this thing it was it was funny. When I first found it, it was working. Then for some reason it stopped working, these headphones. So obviously I've scrapped the neodymium magnet, rare earth magnet from the headphones. And I was just like looking at the other side. I'm like, oh, it's got some thread. Maybe I can reuse some of it before I toss it. Try to get the most out of this before I toss it and stuff like that. Still don't I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but maybe it'll just come together like it was always meant to be. Mm. All right, all right. This is reading what you and Ken and Iron Fire was saying. Just give me a second. I'm just refreshing a few things here. I got some tabs open on my laptop right now. Let's see what's up with that one. Oh, I guess I can go a little bit longer. A little bit longer. My buddy hasn't messaged me back in a little bit, so it seems like I can stream for a little bit longer now. Really am popular. I always like to hear what M Puppy Breath likes to say on my side chat. For some reason, I like to hear it. One ear warmer. No, actually, when I found these, the center band, that goes over your head, it was missing. So I did something else in the meantime, but since I can't hear from the headphones anymore, I was just like, well, cut this crap, get the rare earth magnet out, maybe get something else out of it. Hopefully reducing how much I'm tossing. So it's more of that the resources can be used or reused in this case. I'm really hoping I can do this. No, I don't actually. I might actually have to take something else. I might have to take something else. I have like a sewing needle or something like that, or a safety pin to pull it a little bit more. I mean, I think once I actually start getting somewhere, I won't have to rip it. I'm trying to not rip the thread out. Trying to. But it seems to be well stitched together, so. And there's some other material. Stuff like that. You can see. I have no idea what I'm going to use this for. It kind of reminds me of a donut, though. A donut that has a fluffy filling. So I could do something. Yeah, I know, I just did that. But in the meantime, I'll wait. I'll wait. I actually, see. I actually have both. So this is probably what you had in mind, right? And puppy breath, right? But I don't per se need earmuffs or anything like that. I got enough hats, toques, and stuff like that for a long time. Because obviously I live here in Canada, so I already got that stuff. So I don't per se need that or to make something like that. At least not yet. I try to, have a little bit of sense of humor. Can, you know, play on words and stuff like that. Make puns every so often. Because as M Puppy Breath would say to me, or as I would say to them, it'll make life a little bit more exciting. Sometimes you gotta crack those jokes out, and yeah, maybe you'll do a short little smile. But, better to do a short little smile than do a frown all day long, and all that stuff. Yeah, I got some other stuff with me right now that I actually probably should actually do. Let's trim some of this material off. I got a pair of scissors in front of me. I guess that's a tool. I'll use it. I still actually had to do something with this. I think I've shown parts of it on a different live stream. This is just a narrow one. Something else I have. Put it aside for a sec. Oh yeah, Iron Firehorse. I remember that story. I remember that. You mentioned it on a different live stream that I was on with you at that time. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that kind of conversation. Uh, a chat and all that stuff. I still remember that. All right, and puppy breath. I am just checking a few things here. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for their to the 90-minute mark. I think my indicator says about 75 minutes right now. Hour and 15 minutes, give or take a minute or two. Because, well, for two reasons. I want to make some coffee, and I actually want to create and focus my time into it again. I mean, yeah, I could probably multitask and do it, but I actually want to do it. But I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in right now, though. Or has been dropping in, or has been in for this whole time, this whole live stream. I do appreciate it. Hmm. I see. I see. So I'll keep probably working on a few things. I might actually put up a video. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to edit the content, stuff like that. Maybe I'll post something over on IG, over on my Instagram, stuff like that. Oh, links in the description for that, for my Instagram. Hashtag creative redundancy. Hashtag create. I like to use those hashtags over on IG. So you can go check that out if you want to. I appreciate the support, followers over there, the support over there as well. Sorry. Apparently I'm dropping stuff on the ground. Because I have like a little small pile of stuff in front of me right now. Well, honestly, this, 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 the gloves I was wearing. You know, I probably could actually hold this. Well, no, guess not. Hold this all up. Amongst other things. And a few other things I have, which include coffee, which is getting cold. And it's almost empty. So I want to get some more coffee in. Because to me, trading and coffee go hand in hand. It just goes hand in hand. Or at least for me, when I have coffee while I'm trading, it feels like I can trade at 2x, you know, or up to 2x. Oh, sorry to move the display on you. I had to pick up the trim. Stuff like that. As I try to finish off a few things here and stuff like that. And of course, you know, I got stuff right here. Which includes a bag of extra thread. You're probably wondering, oh, what kind of baggie is this? This is actually one of those packaging things that you would get on your packages from like Amazon and something like that. It's air packages and stuff like that for, you know, packaging stuff. Okay, they give it a cushion and stuff like that. I just reused one. What's that called? Air Plus. And I guess it actually says a couple of things in there. Reuse, reduce, recycle. Yeah, this kind of thing. I just put it in here. Just using it kind of like a container. Figure try to reuse it before I recycle it. It is recyclable. It's got the recycling logo. Some sort of plastic film and stuff like that. And of course it says, you know, deflate before recycling. Well, also I deflated it. But I'm using it as a container in the meantime. So, I can squish it. And it fits in the palm of my hand. And I'll drop that to the side. Yeah, of course, Ken. Of course, it's cool, eh? Of course. Of course. Of course. Hey, second star. How's it going? Seriously, that's like the first. Isn't that the first thing the second star wrote to me? I wasn't paying attention to the chat for a sec. Have you slept yet? Yeah, of course, man. Of course. How's it going, second star survival? How are you doing? You know, maybe I'll stick around a little bit longer. I know I said I would take off at the 90-minute mark, but maybe I'll stick around a little bit longer. A little bit longer. I feel like I got a second win on this live stream, so maybe I'll go a little bit longer. So, you know, you guys can all say thank you to Second Star Survival because I'm gonna go a little bit longer on the live stream, or maybe not. Okay, forget what I said. Forget what I said. My buddy's coming back in like 5 minutes apparently. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna cut this live stream shorter than I thought. Sorry about that. They just messaged me, so I was gonna go longer, but they're coming back right away. So I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in, which includes Second Star Survival and Puppy Breath Can. Iron Firehorse, Tyler from Let's Talk About Prepping, and Jason McDaniel, simply Jan Homestead. I know I forgot someone in there. There's one more person there. I know there's one more person, right? Pretty sure it was. Oh yeah, and Vicky. I do appreciate all these people taking the time to drop by this live stream with me. It's kind of impromptu. Sorry that I'm cutting it a little bit short here. Of course, you know, everyone can message me over Facebook or Instagram. My Instagram's links in the description down below, so you can check that out if you want to. I might message some of you in a little bit here once I finish off the stream. I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop by and reconnect with me, where I was sharing some stories and some things with all of you. And remember, you all can create a better future starting today. So, you know what it's time for, right? Thanks everyone for dropping by, and remember, as the world changes, so must oneself to reach a new level of skill and knowledge. One must practice. A single person can't help everyone in this world, but one person can help someone in this world. And remember, you all can create a better future starting today. And with that, it's peace out from the guy known as CR. And I'll catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Have a good day. And I'll catch you on the next video, live stream, private chat, and all that good stuff. See you, everyone. And thanks for dropping by this live stream. And take care.